So what does this tell me if I'm the Google advertiser? Hey, client, we should start to run YouTube. Why? Well, when people see your stuff, they buy, whether or not they click in this campaign or not. Saying that a person saw a YouTube video from a different campaign, then Google searched your brand name and came into your brand and converted. There's two really cool things that are happening here. Your branded search without video has 5.77 engaged view conversions. How does that happen? An inbound search getting a YouTube video conversion. Oh, one last thing. This is something I would say is pretty important. Look at this here. So everybody that is running video inside of Performance Max, or even just running video in general, everyone should do this here, which is this engaged view through conversion window changes to 30. It defaults to 3, change it to 30. Just do it in every one of your accounts. In the future, we should have all accounts that are running video, running an engaged view conversion window. What this means is this is sort of like Northbeam's view and click conversion attribution, but just for Google. If you haven't done that already, you're fried, said Usama. And that sounds delicious. I'm kind of hungry, so I can go for some fried chicken. Thanks, man. Here's the difference here. In the last 30 days, how do we have an engaged view? Fired. So I called out your typo. Man. So if you do ad copy, if you do ad copy, you're fried.
Just know if you ever ask me to do any ad copy, the client is quitting probably day 3 of that being launched.
Yeah, mine too.
My English grammar and spelling is the worst. I can do math all day. I just can't do English.
Right. I know when people are like, you do ad copy, I'm like, yeah, I talk good. Like, oh God.
I talk, just don't write.
Yeah. My talk good, John does. Yeah. So here's an interesting thing. When you're looking at the engaged view conversions versus their clicks, this is where you're going to be able to measure and kind of upsell a client. So check this out. There's two really cool things that are happening here. Your branded search without video has 5.77 engaged view conversions. How does that happen? An inbound search getting a YouTube video conversion. Data-driven attribution, saying that a person saw a YouTube video from a different campaign, then Google searched your brand name and came into your brand and converted. Now, this is not going to be all of them at all. This is going to be sub-fractions of them. It's like when Google misses 90%, this is also like the other 50% that they counted. So it's way off, but it's cool because you can see that, hey, this is actually starting to make a dent. And then you say, well, let's look at the views. 2,500 conversions, 2 view throughs. Okay. 522, 4.5 view engaged conversions. Okay. 339 with 174 engaged view conversions. So 504, 2,502, 40, let's say 434 and 7. What do you think is the differences here if these are all running video? Anybody can say, hey, here's what I would look to verify that this is actually a trend. And this is what I would look at to identify that this is something that looks accurate. Incoming the views. We got 460 views. So I got 7 conversions from view engaged conversion. I have 11,000 views. I have 54 conversions. I have 160,000 views. I have 174 conversions. You see a correlation. The correlation means when I get more views, I get more view engaged conversions. I get less views. I get less. I get a massive amount. I get a massive amount. 513 of my conversions, 174 of those came from view engaged conversions. Saw YouTube ad, saw YouTube ad, saw YouTube ad, Google the brand name, didn't even go through the branded campaign perhaps, and then converted. So what does this tell me if I'm the Google advertiser? Hey, client, we should start to run YouTube. Why? Well, when people see your stuff, they buy, whether or not they click in this campaign or not, even click in Google or not. This raises your MER. This raises your volume. And Regina, you have a question.
Are those engaged views, I mean, obviously, those engaged views are appearing as conversions in the conversions column. And so that's
not,
really cool. What?
not yet. Nope, it's actually in the add event type column. It's a different column. So you have to go into segment, and go into conversions, then go into not the conversion actions, but it's the add event type.
Right. But when you look at, like, for example, Performance Max AP Soleil pillowcase, it says there are
Oh, I see.
513 conversions, and that's counting engaged views in that number.
I'm sorry. Yes, I thought you were saying conversion actions. I just want to make sure
Oh.
I understood. So my apologies. You were
Okay.
saying right. I misunderstood you. My apologies. But you're
Okay, all
100% right.
good.
Yeah.
So my point is, I did not realize that engaged views segmentation is it being included in conversions. I've looked at it a few times and I never really that never clicked for me. So that's really cool, but I'm confused because most of the time when I look for that engaged views segment, I can't find it. And also, like, that it's basically a view through conversion, like the thing that Facebook does. I want that in all the video campaigns. Can we have that in all the video campaigns?
View engaged conversion window.
I want engaged views to show up in conversions for
Yeah.
every time we show videos, no matter what
Yeah.
type of campaign it is. And I don't think it's doing that most of the time.
Do you have one that we can pull up?
Oh, pretty much any starter PPC client, because we're running videos in every single one of them, not using PMax mostly, we're using outbound video or remarketing video. And
Sorry,
whenever I look for
my-
engaged views,
Sorry, excuse me one second. My wife just came home and then my dog's now like growling. Hold on.
okay.
He's 12 years old, so hold on. Go, buddy, go. He's too old to jump off the bed by himself, so I don't like to lower him down. Sorry, go ahead though.
Any of them, literally any as videos, I
Cool.
believe. Videos.
All right. Let's go into the conversions.
Wait, let's double check that there's videos. You guys has videos, right? I don't know if anyone.
No.
I picked the one that doesn't have video. Okay. Which we've looked at a few times. They definitely have videos. I swear, like 99% of our accounts are running video, but I might have picked the one that isn't. Which is the
There we
first
go. So we have video. So here's what we want to look at is the conversions. And we're counting as a primary conversion action. So we have Starter PPC purchase, and then we have Google Shopping app purchase. These are two that are actually within fairly close to each other. So just as a quick example, what I'm going to do is have Starter PPC the purchase. That's on 30-day. Good. Let's go back one. Want to see this as well. The Google Shopping app purchase. It's counted as a secondary, but now it's on 3 days. So there should be a delta between the two if we check. But so do we have it counting a 30-day and a primary conversion action? That is good. Now the amount of see, where's our views? So we have 11,000 views, which is good. So segment, let's just do conversions, add event type. Let's see if any of those have turned into conversions. These have not, is what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, this is what I see almost all the time, because I want to show the client the engaged views, because every client is like, why are we spending money on video? And I'm just like, I don't know how to prove this to you, but it works. And then I look for the engaged views and it's almost never there. And I'm like, what are we doing wrong?
Yeah, and it could be that there's something structurally not correct, or it could be that they're at such a low volume that it's not counting them just yet. When did this start here? This is going off of. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of views there, but I can't go back longer than 30 days ago. So I stopped there right after it, which sucks.
Is there another Starter PPC team? Is there another account that we can think of where we're spending more on video? I don't.
So your YouTube remarketing, you spend 1,400 on has 6 engaged view conversions.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That is super cool. These are view through conversions.
Yeah, so down the bottom, we can see 9 conversion, 10 by time for engaged view, 232. So you got 10 more. And here's something I think is kind of cool. Because this is really strange that this one is not counting those conversions, which is really odd.
By the way, you were the one who asked us to lean into video in this account, and it has worked very slowly, but it's working. It went from 40% to 80%, and now recently it passed 100% in ROAS. So it's climbing, but it's slow.
Check the back end of their overall stores too. You'll probably see a lift that's correlated to the same trend, but higher.
This is not a glitch. I'm interrupting the video you're watching because I need to remind you that I'm always looking for people to join our team. So if you're passionate about Google Ads and you want to work with the best Google Ads agency on the planet, please go to solate.com/apply. Speaking of working with the best Google Ads agency on the planet, if you're having trouble with Google Ads and you want professional help, that's what we do. You can go to solate.com, that's SOL8.com, to apply for your free, no obligation action plan. And if I've given you any level of value at all, maybe think about giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. That's how we juice the YouTube algorithm so they actually know that I know what I'm talking about. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or confessions, hit me below in the comments. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
That's enhanced. Okay. What is I know this is stupid. I probably should check this already, but data driven. Yep. So we have you through conversions here. Okay. So
You're
yeah.
probably right, though. It's probably just a volume thing.
Yeah, I think Google will need to kind of see some consistency too. When it came out, like I see like a view engaged conversion, like kind of get few more and then more, like kind of compounds as it gets more. I am not smart enough to know how accurate Google will be when it comes to individual view engaged conversion tracking versus when it's not going to be able to count it. Like, how does it track? Does it do well? Does it, I haven't investigated or have enough time to say like, aha, this will actually not count a conversion if this happens. So I can't diagnose if something's not showing up just yet. Hey everyone, John Ryan here with Solutions 8, and today we're going to be discussing, are YouTube ads really working for you? Google's going to say no, but in reality, it's yes. So that's what we're actually going to be diving into a bit here. Is Google is mainly a click-attributed network, which means that unless there's a click, it's really hard for Google to actually identify even the view-through conversions.